Lee Chant says Team Beyond views on Nintendo Switch.
I think that the story that we had on IGN in the last few days about how Mass Effect Andromeda is not coming to Switch, I think this is...
I don't care about it anymore.
Well, I will say that we are now firmly in the same place where you can look at like the image for the Sonic the Hedgehog cycle and you can put Nintendo consoles in there. Because I think we all have done that thing now where we've been like, this is the one, this is going to be the system that revolutionizes everything. This is going to be the one that gets all the third-party support in the world. And then the specs come in and then like the battery life come in and like all the other stuff starts coming in. And you start realizing that to have a system like this that can't maximize the hardware capabilities that that it's, siblings can in the console wars, it means that you have a lot of companies and developers sacrificing their vision to port a game to this platform and thus won't. Plus, you couple that with the fact that Nintendo fans historically do not buy third-party games and never will, no matter how much they say or pretend they will. And this will largely be another system that plays a couple of awesome Mario games, a couple awesome Zelda games, a couple awesome, Animal Crossing, or what have you. Nintendo first-party games. And you'll get some cool, quirky, weird third-party stuff. And they'll be able to drag and drop a bunch of stuff from last gen and make it portable for the first time ever, which would be really cool to play sort of like, Watch Dogs or Skyrim or something like that anywhere you go. But mostly it's another Nintendo console, like it or not, and I think in 3 or 4 years they'll be scratching their heads trying to figure out what's next.
I'm a little worried about this one. I think Nintendo needs a big win after the Wii U.
They do.
In the console in the console market. Yes, they've broken to mobile, but that didn't do well with their investors. And I'm really, really hoping that Switch does well, but there's so many ways it could fail. The battery life could be too little. The peripherals could be, janky and not work that well. And that's what worries me about this platform. And then we're seeing like when it runs on the screen, it runs at a lower FPS than it does when it's docked. I mean, like all that stuff is super concerning this early. And I know there's a big event coming up on the 12th and we're going to know more.
Yeah, we're going to know more in about a week and a half.
But I'm worried. I want it to be an awesome console and I want that third-party support and everything, but I just don't know, man.
I'm looking at this thing like it's going to be the best handheld Nintendo's ever made, and I'm not looking at this thing like it's just another lackluster console. Because I think as a console, it's not going to be great when put next to the PS4 or the Xbox One. It's got no VR capabilities. It's 1080p. I mean, people have even said like it can do VR. No, you don't want a 720p screen on your face for VR. Trust me, you just don't. It just doesn't work. But Nintendo always does this thing, and I've noticed this as a lifelong Nintendo fan, is like they have an announcement or there's a rumor or there's something like that, and then all of a sudden you start to see all the holes in it. It sounds like the greatest thing in the world. They're like, hey, Super Mario Run, it's gonna be this, this, and this. Oh, it's $9.99. Oh, it's always online. Oh, it's only 24 levels. Hey, there's a new blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's this whole, like the NES Classic. You're like, oh, this thing looks awesome. Oh, you can't pre-order it. Oh, you have to get up to reset it.
The cord is
the cords are 3 feet long. So it's basically just like, it's like one step forward, 10 steps back every single time.
Yeah.
So cautious optimism on this one. How do you feel about it, Max?
I want it to be great. I want it to be awesome. I really wish that this could be the thing where, Nintendo goes, oh, okay, we'll sort of toe the line now, and we'll get people back on board with just get some third party stuff on there. Like, I mean, it's weird to think that games I love on like Sony platforms started out on Nintendo. Like I love the PlayStation because it's kind of the super Nintendo, which the N64 wasn't. And it's just I want them to do something that like completely makes me go, oh yeah, gimme, I want that now. But I
bring back Mega Man.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna have to do a lot to make me even like remotely consider pre-ordering.
I mean, like let's look at some of the biggest third-party games of 2017. Right off the bat, you have Red Dead not coming, Mass Effect Andromeda not coming. I mean, I'm sure that
not yet. I mean, they're still open to the idea.
Yeah,
but I mean, again, that's not a good sign if they're not in talks already.
I know that. That's like when you break up with someone and they're like, "Well, no, we might get back together." No, you're not. You're never getting back with her. No, you're not. That's why you have that Silence commercial.